Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the next session in the Alpha Wolf Personal Development and Expansion series. And this session is going to be continuing on from yesterday. So, yesterday we looked at reprogramming the mind and sort of like how we go about reprogramming the mind and sort of why we want to reprogram our mind and why every time we think about creating our ideal self, it's important for us to understand why. So, why do I want to create my ideal self? Why do I want to sort of create my dream life? Is it so that I can impress Tom, fucking Tom, Dave, and Sally down the road into thinking that I'm living a better life than them? Or is it for me to actually fucking live a better life or the life that I always want? So important to realize and understand at this present point in time. This exclusive September offer ends in 20 days or 21 days. Let's have a look. How many days are in September? In 20 days. 20 days this offer ends, where you can get for 3,000 a month or $30,000, you can get 365 one-on-one sessions like this, where we go through and Boom. Sorry, where we go through and we jump in and sort of create and explore what it means for you to become your ideal self, what it means for you to create your dream life. And when I say dream life, I mean whatever you fucking want in this life. Do you sort of get it? Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, but with repetitive action and an unrelenting force or effort, you will reach anything that you want in this life. Like it's not a matter of if, it's not a matter of but, like it's just a matter of when. Do you sort of get it? There's no ifs, no buts, no maybes. It's when. Do you sort of get it? When does the activity show or bear the fruits of results? Do you sort of get it? Like if I'm working out, trying to get into my ideal shape, today I might not look good, tomorrow I might not look like I'm getting there, the next day I might not, but at a certain point in time, I will start to show result. Every time. Every time I start recording, don't yawn, and then I start recording and start speaking, and then it's yawn, yawn, yawn. And just realize this is just a behavioral response. This is a conditioned behavior. Do you sort of get it? It's not so much that I'm exhausted or tired, it's that my brain has this idea that every time I'm doing this, it's like Pavlov's dog. Do you sort of get it? Because like the first couple of days I was doing this, I was really tired. I was extremely tired. So I created a subconscious or an unconscious association between recording and yawning. Have you ever noticed that? That's like, for example, if if you ever want to understand this, it's like, for example, when you go out on a first date or something like that, like you become more aware or insecure of certain behaviors. Or when you're around people, it's like, do you know what I mean? You're sitting at home alone, don't need to fart. You're around someone, you got fucking 20 in the bank. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's just one of those things where our brain associates certain things, and especially if we don't want to do a behavior. Do you sort of get it? So if I don't want to do a behavior, oh, my brain creates a trigger that is a compulsive urge because I'm trying to avoid that behavior. Do you sort of get it? So like I'm trying to avoid yawning and to like talk, but my brain is focusing on the yawning and it's creating this idea that I need to yawn continuously. Do you sort of get it? It's sort of like how I can have like conversations with people and nothing seems to happen, or I can have conversations with people again and again and again, and then I might start recording a video and I have to cough all the time. Things like that. Like it's in the brain. Do you sort of get it? So it's just an associated behavior. So like I don't feel any tireder than, well, I just feel an urge to yawn. Do you know what I mean? Could be someone doing black magic on me, trying to implant the thought into my brain that I need to yawn. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really big into that, but through quantum mechanics, like if I direct enough focus to you, I can influence your mind, and you can see this through the works of Napoleon Hill and many other people who understand the mind at a very high level. But more than likely, it's something associated to continually talking. Do you sort of get it? Because I'm continually talking, my mind thinks it's a time to yawn. So we just understand, all right, when we're jumping into this. So we were looking at yesterday, how do I reprogram my mind? Why do I reprogram my mind? What is the purpose behind reprogramming my mind? And sort of like, what are the different ways in which we can do it? So we understand that, this practice, these practices, they're based on a lot of advanced knowledge, right? NLP only looks at NLP. Psych K only looks at Psych K. Psychology and things like that only look at psychology. They have too compartmentalized of an understanding of the human mind, where they try to break it down into one area and they don't look at the holistic or the overarching or overview or the each element as an action within an overarching or a whole sort of process. Do you sort of get it? When I introduce NLP into Psych K practices, I am now able to go in and do some advanced memory, sort of like memory altering work. I'm able to go into past trauma or negative emotions, negative events, and sort of work through them and let go to them. So, like I mentioned a lot, I had pretty heavy PTSD. Like I don't think that like overcoming PTSD is like letting go to the anger. I think overcoming PTSD is letting go to the negative emotional responses associated to that anger. But I think that anger is a survival or a behavioral instinct that has been sort of instilled in me. So it's like if I learn how to write in cursive, just because I decide I don't want to write in cursive, I'm not going to forget how to write in cursive. It's a skill. Do you sort of get it? Just because PTSD led me to learn high levels of like situational awareness and high levels of like observation and behavioral patterns and observing trends and patterns within people and observing people and understanding people, we're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Do you sort of get it? But it's just I don't have to walk around each day and live my life feeling negative emotions and fear because of negative past events. Do you sort of get it? I don't fear other people when I'm outside. Do you know what I mean? If someone makes me feel uneasy, I go into a heightened state of readiness or preparedness for extreme violence. But I don't walk around in extreme violence. Like right now, I'm in the calmest state I can be in. Do you sort of get it? So we just realized that, like, this whole idea of pacifism in life and this idea of celebrating people who are pacifists, like, it's fucking stupid. Do you sort of get it? If people want to be pacifists, they can be pacifists. If people want to be peace, love, and fucking joy and happiness, they can be that way. Do you sort of get it? Like, I live in the real world. In the real world, like, you can be as peace, love, joy, and happiness as you want, but you find yourself stuck in the wilderness, having to survive. Well, you know, Mm. we're not going to be acting like that. Do you sort of get it? We're not going to be walking through life. And now, this isn't to say that, like, we're not at one with everything. We're not in peace with everything. Do you sort of get it? If I walk through the wilderness and there's poisonous snakes and spiders all around me, I'm not afraid of them. I'm not like feeling fearful that there's all these dangerous things. No, like I respect them and I allow them to be them and I just move along my way. Do you sort of get it? So like I'm not saying in the state in the sense that you have to be um like anxious or have anxiety and like this is going to because like you can see it in spiritual leaders. You can see it in survivalists and people that study like different animals like it's a 50-50 coin. Do you know what I mean? There's people that, study wolves and they go out and they experience wolves in their natural habitat and they respect them and they do different things and life's good. Like the wolves don't attack them. Do you know what I mean? Because like the animals aren't always seeking to attack them. But then you get other people who go and they live amongst grizzly bears and then they get mauled and killed. Do you sort of get it? An animal's an animal. It's a conscious being. So if an animal wants to kill you, it'll kill you. If an animal doesn't want to kill you, it won't kill you. Do you sort of get it? So situational awareness. But like, it's not to say that I can't coexist peacefully with everything in my surroundings. That's the goal. Do you sort of get it? The goal is always to be at peace within the environment that I'm in, within myself. So, like when we're talking about overcoming PTSD, when we're talking about letting go to all the negative emotions that I hold, do you know what I mean? Feeling confident within myself or confident as my authentic self, that is feeling confident at peace. Do you sort of get it? Confident, like letting go to negative emotions like anger and all of that. Like, I don't want to be angry and tense and frustrated and all of this, thinking that that is what gives me my power. That doesn't give me my power. Do you sort of get it? If I'm joyful in a fight, if I'm highly angry in a fight, anger doesn't make me fight better. But when I enjoy something, it becomes effortless. Do you sort of get it? So just realize that, like, the way that the mind operates is whatever you categorize as being enjoyment and enjoyable becomes effortless because it takes or it requires less effort to do because your mind is releasing instead of anxiety or stress hormones, your mind's releasing endorphins and all the positive hormones like or biochemical responses like serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, and things like that. So just realize like how I perceive things to be alters the biochemical responses that my body presents. Do you sort of get it? So if I see being alone as being isolated, then like I restrict my ability to for my body or my brain to release oxytocin because oxytocin is a connection drug or a connection chemical. So like for me, my brain to release oxytocin, it has to like I have to associate an action I'm doing with another person. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing something nice for someone else. I'm doing this. So just realize, like, in your decisions and actions, these are what determine the biochemical responses that your mind sort of like releases. So, should I say, give someone a compliment and say something nice to someone on the street? Like, I'm getting specific biochemical responses from that. Do you know what I mean? So it's not that I'm saying something nice for someone else. I'm saying something nice because it alters my biochemistry. It alters my mindset. It alters my perspective. So an important thing I realized when I was walking across country was like I would feel insecure that like when I'm walking on the highway and things like that, that I'm in the road of other people and sort of like, that like I'm causing conflict. And these things always happen within life. We always create internal these internal beliefs where, you know, I feel out of place. I feel insecure within myself. I feel, like I'm a burden or something like this. So, like, we realize the way to overcome this effortlessly is to interact, to find a way of connecting with others. So, as simple as just waving and saying hello to everyone that drove past was enough to sort of break that up. But it wasn't like I wasn't saying hello for other people. I was saying hello for myself. And it didn't really matter the response the other people gave me because it was more of an action of me sort of like walking down the street and saying hello to everyone who walks past. If they say hello back, great. If they don't, that's great. Like I'm taking the action to connect and engage with other people. Does that sort of make sense? So, like, if they say hello back, if they don't say hello back, it should be the exact same biochemical response that happens because my releasing of the biochemical response is not subjective to what the outcome or what the external environment validates back to me, but to me validating. So, should I want to be or think of myself as a kind person if I walk down the street and say hello to people? I am embodying a kind person. So I am able to feel good and happy and like I am a kind person, even if no one responds to me. Does this sort of make sense? So when we start to understand the internal, okay, especially when it comes to our biochemical states or our biochemical responses, these are the biochemicals or the chemicals that make us feel good, happy, all these different things. So an important thing to realize is serotonin. Serotonin lowers is the happiness chemical. And we're just talking in very simplistic, generalized terms. Serotonin's the happiness chemical. It lowers my aggression and violence. Dopamine is the reward for action. Okay, so feeling fulfilled, feeling like I've done a good job, feeling satisfied. Dopamine is the chemical for me to take action every day and move towards what I need to survive. Oxytocin is the like chemical for connection. Oxytocin makes me feel connected to others. Do you sort of get it? So it increases my social bonds with others. So just realize that like the purpose of these chemicals, and this is what's funny, is like everyone goes through life thinking like I'm this peace, love, and joy and happiness. I'm a lover, not a fighter. My man, everyone's got the capacity to be as evil as Hitler. Everyone's got the capacity to do evil. Do you sort of get it? It's just most create this illusion that I'm a pacifist. Do you get it? Like, so just realize like the biochemical responses hold purposes around that. Do you sort of get it? Oxytocin's purpose is to stop me feeling a need to kill other people and sort of lowers my psychopathic tendencies. And everyone has psychopathic tendencies. It's called the fuck it switch. Everyone gets to the point, can get to the point in life where they say fuck it and they just go off the reins. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not that like some people are psychopaths and some people aren't. They all are. Just like it's not like some people are narcissists and some people aren't. They all are. It's like some people are egotistical, some people aren't. No, they all are. These are just like people think of like the human mind as being this stagnant thing that like I have one mind structure. And it's like your mind is fluid and ever moving through it and responding to it. It's like psychopathy or psychotropic, whatever. We'll call it psychopathy, but being a psychopath is a self-defense mechanism. Or like you could call it self-defense or you could call it predatory, but it's basically like when I need to take negative action towards other people. Do you sort of get it? Like if someone breaks into my house and is trying to hurt me or my family, and I have to do very violent and bad things to that person, I am a psychopath in those moments because I have to let go to the human aspects of myself and sort of pick up the more animalistic aspects of myself. Do you sort of get it? So just realize like psychologists and all of this, they want to say that everything's stagnant and you can say that some people are psychopaths, some people aren't. Like, you can argue that, but like people, like, it would be worse if only a small portion of the population was sociopaths and psychopaths, because that would mean that the large majority of people that do evil things in this world, okay, the good people that do evil things, do you know what I mean? Like, they do it with the intention that they're doing evil. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important to understand this because a lot of people use like these scapegoats, but like you think about it, like take the Nazis in World War II. Like Hitler didn't kill all of the Jewish people. Do you sort of get it? There was millions of people that were complicit to it, that supported it, that made it okay. So what does that say about that population if only 10% of the population were psychopaths? Only 10% were sociopaths, yet 90% of the population were the ones who did the evil, who supported the evil. Do you sort of get it? So don't think of your mind as being this stagnant thing. Do you sort of get it? Like everyone has the tendencies and capabilities to enter different aspects of it. Like if you think about it like this, being a psychopath is where I need to like confront danger, where I need to let go to my instinct to survive, and I need to pick up my instinct to fight or defend. Do you know what I mean? Sociopath is just like, look at it as sociopaths are just people that use other people. Do you sort of get it? Like a sociopath will use you for their own gain. Do you sort of get it? So like it's very important because like while I do not dispute academics, I dispute the thesis around these ideas that like the 90% in life or the 80%, the majority, like that they get an excuse that like, you know, they just did evil in life because, you know, there was some psychopaths that told them that the evil was acceptable. Do you sort of get it? And so just realize in your mind is not this fixed structure. Your mind is a fluid and ever-changing structure. And wherever there is a need for you to become, because like for example, like I am a psychopath. I have many psychopathic tendencies, yet I have empathy, I have compassion, I have care. Do you sort of get it? Because they're all learned skills. Just like being a psychopath was a learned skill. Do you sort of get it? Like think of your mind as not a fixed structure, but as a set of frameworks for you to comprehend and understand the world around you. Do you sort of get it? Like I am a psychopath because I align the most to that. Do you sort of get it? Like if there's danger, I feel an urge to run to danger because when I was a child and I was in extreme danger, no one fucking ran to help me. Do you sort of get it? So like it's all learnt behaviors. It's not that you're born a psychopath, you're born a sociopath. Like, for example, you take serial killers and all of that. Like, they all have trauma that created who they were. Do you sort of get it? It's just they chose to align to a specific thing. Just like some people will go, from doing negative and bad things, and then they find Jesus, and then they align to Jesus's teachings. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, don't think of it as like I am one thing or another. I am anything that I want to be in life. Do you sort of get it? My entire life, I've had the capacity for great evil. Yet my entire life I have chosen not to conduct that, not to do that. Do you sort of get it? Like, with great power comes great responsibility. So just understand that when we're talking about reprogramming the mind, when we're talking about all of this stuff, don't buy into the bullshit of psychology that, there is a certain aspect to your mind. Your mind is fluid and ever changing, and it's determined on, or its determining factor is information and how you analyze or see that information. Do you sort of get it? So before I knew what violence was, I was introduced to violence, and I had to create meanings for that violence. Do you sort of get it? So the meanings I created was that fighting and all of that meant death. So I just choose to see it in the most extreme circumstances. Do you sort of get it? I was introduced to emotional manipulation my entire life. I had people try to emotionally manipulate me. I learned how to shut down my emotions. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not that I'm emotionless, it's quite the opposite, that people used my emotions against me to control me to try and determine my behaviors, to determine who I was and who I became. So I learned how to shut them down and let go to the need to have emotions. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's these ideas that, like, who I'm born as is who I live as. Like, don't buy into that bullshit. That's the fucking idiocracy of psychology because they just want to label everything and categorize everything as this is this, this is that, and they don't fucking know why. They have never explored their mind in depth. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important, like they're all just talking out of their ass because they're observing other people and then just categorizing it and trying to say, I know fucking boats. Just like marketing. Do you sort of get it? Like marketing at the moment says you should do everything towards the algorithms, that you should pander towards the segments of the population. Imagine this, if we created all the movies, all the TV shows, just so people would like them, rather than creating new and unique things. What would that mean? Imagine if we created food just so people liked it, not because we were creating. Like, do you sort of get it? Very important because when you get someone like, for example, the greats in psychology, like Jung, like Freud, and all of this, like these people didn't just go and say, well, this is what academic says psychology is. Do you sort of get it? They experienced it. They explored their minds. They explored other people's minds. They explored the experience other people had within their mind. Don't buy the bullshit of mainstream psychology. They don't know what they're talking about. They're full of fucking shit. Trust me. Like, you can go to them. I've been to them. I've tried to study psychology, and it makes me want to headbutt a brick wall because it's just illogical. Like, because they don't value personal experience, they value academic theory. Like as if academic theory does not come from personal experience. Like it's fucking idiotic. It's the same with science. Science values tests and measures over personal experience and observations. Where the fuck did science come from? Personal experience and observations. Like this is where all the laws came from. Like it's just this idiocracy of like people jamming their fingers so far up their ass that they have to make sure everyone else has their finger jammed up their ass so that no one else can run faster than them. Do you sort of get it? Like it's so pompous. Like our whole society has gotten this way to where we do not value truth anymore. We value collective truth or collective sort of like not cohesion, but like the collective like agreement to the meaning of things. Does that sort of make sense? It's why everything I teach, while it is based out of, and while I have studied like more than you can understand in terms of the different things like different forms of psychology and things like this, different like because trust me, when you have extreme PTSD, when you walk around and your anxiety level is at a 10, like all the time, all day, every day, and that's just how you operate, where it feels like you're on a fucking ledge and like that you've got one or two choices. You can attack or you can jump. Like when you live that way, trust me, understanding why that is and how to fix it becomes the most fucking important thing that you can ever do. So just understand all those poser fucking psychologists don't know shit because they never fucking lived on the ledge. Do you sort of get it? So just realize like while I do talk a lot, based out of, and I base a lot of these practices and a lot of my understanding out of academic and scientific research. Like it's through my experience and understanding because that is how it is interpreted. Do you sort of get it? We can't interpret like anything unbiasedly. We all have personal bias. So to all the fuckers out there in life that try to say you need to be unbiased, tell them to go and eat a fucking dick. Because they are that full of shit. Do you sort of get it? Like when you are someone like me who had to struggle alone through what breaks the majority of people, like, and you had to find a way to repair and heal yourself and fix yourself and understand yourself. Like, just understand. Like, when I was 18 years old, I was that wired up and that wound up. I just wanted to kill people. I didn't care who it was. It didn't matter who it was. I just wanted to be allowed to kill people. It's why I trained to go to the military, because I just wanted to kill people. Do you sort of get it? Because, like, if you beat a dog every day of its life, all it wants to do is attack. Do you sort of get it? But logically, I knew that that wasn't the right path. Do you sort of get it? So I didn't. But yeah, like, that's the thing. So you just got to realize, like, when I'm talking about these practices, when I'm talking about it, like, that's where I came from. Just having, like, urges to, or drives and desires to just attack any and everyone because I was so sick of being attacked my entire life. Do you sort of get it? Like it didn't start when I was a fucking teenager. It started when I was a fucking kid. Do you sort of get it? And it wasn't other kids that tried to attack me. It was adults. Do you sort of get it? Like people my age were of no consequence to me because they couldn't do anything to me. Do you sort of get it? It was the adults. Do you sort of get it? It's why I don't like authority. It's why I don't like police. It's why I don't like the rules. It's why I don't like all the bullshit of society. Because they tried to use that bullshit to suppress and oppress me my entire life. Do you sort of get it? It's a funny thing. So just realize, like, when I'm talking about this sort of stuff, like, yeah, I have more right than 99.99% of people in life to talk about this shit. Do you sort of get it? Because this shit is the reason that I'm still alive. Do you sort of get it? If I didn't invest into this, like, I wouldn't be here today. Do you sort of get it? And I would not be as positive or as calm of a person as I am. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's pretty important to understand this because not many people understand it. And they seem to think that, like, I'm talking on a subject or a topic that I have no understanding of. Motherfucker, I have more of an intimate understanding of this sort of shit than any other fucker in on earth. Do you sort of get it? Because everyone else made excuses to why their trauma was acceptable, why it was acceptable for them to hurt other people because other people hurt them, why it was acceptable for them to do this and that. Do you sort of get it? Why they didn't have to let go to the negative emotions. Why they didn't have to become their authentic self. Why they didn't have to break all perceived boundaries and barriers around their own success. Like, just realize, like, no one helped me in life. No one guided me. No one gave to me. Do you sort of get it? Like, I did everything myself. Do you sort of get it? Like, don't get me wrong, there were many people who had been on journeys similar to mine that I was able to learn from, but just realized like I did everything, I came up with everything on my own. So, no, I don't believe and do not value what the majority say. I do not value the status quo. I do not value what the fucking psychologists say because the psychologists have never experienced it. I'm not going to take like running advice from someone who's never run. Do you sort of get it? I'm never going to take combat advice from someone who's never been in combat. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm never going to take like personal development advice from someone who's never had to develop their person. And like, you can argue it, but like, for example, I think the most of Jordan Peterson, but he says stupid shit. Like, if your children annoy you, yet you love them, they annoy other people. Like, if your children annoy you, like they're fucking children. Stop having the expectation that they shouldn't annoy you. They're fucking children. Like, if you, as an adult, get fucking triggered by a child, my oh my, you need to do some fucking work on yourself. Like, seriously. That's the thing. All of these great fucking minds in this fucking world are so fucking up their own ass in expectations that this is how it's supposed to be. Like, do you sort of get it? And it's one of those things that just pisses me off because, like, not to say understand this about me in life. No one ever confronts me. No one ever says anything to me. Everyone speaks behind my back, but they will never speak directly to my face because I challenge everything that isn't true. And most people that talk shit about me know that what they're saying isn't true. Do you sort of get it? It's why they never confront me with it. But the thing is that like the people who like oppress what I do in life are the ones that want to have these stupid ideals where expectation is a way of life. Do you sort of get it? So like it's really important to understand this because like as great as Jordan Peterson is, like in psychology, yeah, he's done a fucking lot, but no, I do not believe he knows everything. I do not believe he's correct on everything. I do not believe it. Why? Because he says stupid shit all the time. That's illogical. Like, if you as an adult cannot let go to the need to not be annoyed by a child, like, if a child is annoying to you, like, that means you've got shit you've got to fucking work on because it's a fucking child. Do you sort of get it? It's people like that who beat me down my childhood. Stupid fucking teachers that acted like they knew everything. Fucking adults in positions of power that set expectations of how it had to be, of how I had to be. Do you sort of fucking get it? So, yeah, when people say stupid shit like that, it makes me want to punch them in the face and cave their head. And why? Because they're fucking idiots and they're saying stupid shit. Like, for example, Jordan Peterson said, and like in no way or shape do I disagree with the majority of what he said. But in certain things, he speaks outside of his understanding. Do you sort of get it? Like, and we can all have differing opinions and all of this. But like, for example, like that psychopaths have the tendency to like feign confidence and feign like competency. And don't get me wrong, like Most people do, but it's not psychopaths. It's egotistical people. It's ego. The ego seeks to promote that I am better than myself. The psychopathic aspect of self is the aspect of self that does not care for survival, that does not care for like the future. Do you sort of get it? How I know I'm a psychopath is because I fight every day trying to stay alive. Do you sort of get it? Because death and life don't, they're the same thing to me. Do you sort of get it? There's no emotional difference between being alive and being dead to me. Do you sort of get it? And it's not like you could argue it's how my brain is wired, but like how your brain is wired is through conditioning, like muscles. Like you wouldn't say that, like, you can't build muscles like I can build muscles. Motherfucker, if you do the same exercises as me with the same veracity as me, or ferocity as me, and the same regimental system, you will develop your muscles the exact same as me. Like, it's just how it goes. We're all fucking human beings. You don't say that one tree is different to another tree. Do you sort of get it? But the environment can shape the trees to grow differently. But they still both have the same potential to be identical. So just realize that your mind and your mindset are things. And like the reason that I don't see a difference between life and death is because in my belief of life and what it means to be a man is that one day you will have to sacrifice your life to protect someone else. That's what it means. Do you sort of get it? So, like, just realize, like, the reason I don't value my life is because there's always been a caveat on my life that one day, like, the time will come and I will need to do it. And this is through everything. Like, through history, men have been led to believe this. Through, like, drama, through like plays, through movies, through cinema, through music, through like fucking the Bible, through religion, through like societal norms. Like it's just how it is. If there's a family walking through the wilderness or through the forest and a bear comes to attack, you don't throw the kids out front and then run. Like, you don't expect the woman to go and charge the bear. The expectation is on the man to charge the bear. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important to understand this because so many people are up their own fucking ass these days. And especially the ones that come from the structures of academics because academics is so full of fucking shit. They think if 20 different people come to the same conclusion, it must be true because apparently one person thinking on their own. Like, I'll ask you this, did fucking Carl Jung go out and get fucking peer reviewed? Do you sort of get it? Did Freud go out and get fucking peer reviewed? No. The cunt wrote it and it was fucking accurate. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's the thing. We overvalue like the collective or collective agreement. And now all it is collective agreement. It's collective validation. Like that, should I write a paper? Should I like, for example, put this up and have 20 people come through and do it? Like it doesn't change the value of it. Do you sort of get it? Just because some jerk off who studies psychology agrees with my practices does not change the practices. Why? Because I'm not like I didn't create them external to myself. I created them internal to myself, so I know for a fact that they work. Do you sort of get it? So when we're understanding this, like we just really understand like the idiocracy of fucking people. No one is higher than anyone else. No one is smarter than anyone else. I'm not smarter than you. Do you sort of get it? I just choose not to see the illusions. Does that make sense? These practices are all based out of natural processes that I've analyzed. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important to understand this because, especially these academics are fucking idiots. I hate them because they create these systems where you can only succeed if you color within their lines. Do you sort of get it? Like there's some fucking high and mighty person. Do you know what I mean? Science is the same, that you can only color. And I'm not against it. I'm not against academics. I'm not against science. But what I'm against is this idea or this fucking cabal that they create where it's like this hierarchy of do you know what I mean? Like, for example, in science, like we would say, Neil deGrasse Tyson knows more than everyone else. So, therefore, if you came up with a theory on astrophysics and he didn't agree with it, your theory doesn't hold any any weight. And that's not just true. That's not true. It could be true, but it's not always true. Do you sort of get it? Because you're just as smart as him. He's just got more focused time and sort of time that he's invested into it. Just like, for example, majority of the fucking psychologists out there haven't invested 18 years into understanding their mind and repairing their mind and doing very advanced practices. Do you sort of get it? Like they haven't had a need to. I had a fucking need to. Do you sort of get it? Most psychologists haven't had a need to deal with their own PTSD. I had a fucking need to deal with it. Why? Because I didn't like walking around every day with an insatiable urge to kill people. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's why I had to deal with it, because I didn't like that. Do you sort of get it? Where all I thought about was how I was going to kill them. Do you sort of get it? I didn't like having the stress of feeling like I was on the ledge. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very funny, but the reason for that is because people used fear to control me when I was young, when I was a child, when I grew up. Do you sort of get it? And then I used fear to control me. Do you sort of get it? It was fear among fear among fear. And fear, like if you put a gun to my head, there's only so long you can hold that gun to my head before I tell you to pull the trigger. That's just the truth. You can't threaten someone, you can't use fear. So when you use fear, you always have to, like a drug, keep upping the dosage, making it more and more extreme. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important that, if you don't want to live a life with a gun to your head, you have to learn how to overcome things and not use fear. Do you sort of get it? But fear is one of those things that makes me attack. Do you sort of get it? And there was fear of everything. Fear of, like, yeah, not many people understand this except for the ones that prepare themselves for war. Do you sort of get it? Not to say you have to be in the military to prepare yourself for war, but if you look at all wars fought, it's not professional soldiers that fight wars. It's men. Do you sort of get it? Everyday men. Do you sort of get it? So you know, Afghanistan, Iraq, Vietnam, they weren't wars, so to speak. Don't get me wrong, they were guerrilla wars. They were not asymmetric wars. They were not large scale wars. Do you get it? Like there was like maybe 100,000 on each side, not millions. Do you sort of get it? Like they did not have the death and destruction of millions of people dying. So just realize like they weren't fucking like not to take anything away from them, but they just weren't real wars. They were guerrilla wars. They were psychological warfare. So like in understanding that, like we just realize like it's like every man, well not every man, but a lot of men prepare themselves for combat, prepare themselves for war, prepare their mindset. And the thing is like when you prepare your mindset with a gun to your head, like it puts you on a knife's edge. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important that we start to understand the to not overvalue others' titles over our own experience. Do you sort of get it? If I overvalue someone else's title over my own experience of what is, I devalue what I experience at the expense of what someone else says. And that will never lead you to where you want to be in life. That will never lead you to achieving what you want. So when we're understanding this, when we're understanding personal development, where when we're understanding why it's important, like and who we should listen to, like just realize competency and confidence and all of that come from the ones who have walked the path. So if you haven't walked from your own hell, you haven't walked from your own hell. Do you sort of get it? Trying to give me a map out of hell ain't gonna do shit. Do you sort of get it? If you've walked through hell, like it's pretty easy. Doesn't mean you've been to my hell, but it'll be pretty similar. Do you sort of get it? So I was able to take myself from the lowest of the low and raise myself to the highest that I could be. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I don't need to validate what I think based on other people because fuck other people. I've done it. Do you sort of get it? I don't need someone else to tell me that I've done something for it to be true. I've done it within myself. I don't walk around every day thinking about killing people. I don't have an insatiable urge to kill people. I let go to that. Do you sort of get it? Not to say that I don't believe in killing people. I do believe in it. Do you sort of get it? Because I'm not a fucking pacifist. Like, that's just that. But it doesn't mean that I think it's the right approach or the right action. Do you sort of get it? Because I'm not a fucking immature person. So just realize in life what you seek, like, and we're going to get back onto the biochemical responses and understanding in depth the sort of how our mind works and all of that. But it's like competency is not found in a title. Competency is found in the ability to do. Do you sort of get it? Competency is not found in the results. Competency is found in the ability to like move through things. Do you sort of get it? Because I fought the bear and won does not mean I'm a competent bear hunter. Do you sort of get it? Like, because every time I fight the bear, I can win. That's what means I'm a competent, bear hunter. Like, however you want to look at it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things where in life we tend to focus more on the results as if the results are like justification for the work. Do you sort of get it? The results are a result of doing the action, doing the activity. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, and I'm not a big fan of psychologists because I like psychology. It's one of my passions, but I just think majority of them are full of shit. But like, if you were my patient in psychology, like if I listen to you and then I give you an ear, I hear you out and I help you talk through things, 99% of your problems we would resolve. Like that's just that. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, just because I can resolve your problems doesn't mean that like a good or a competent at understanding psychology. Do you sort of get it? Because 99% of people's problems aren't real. They're illusions of it. And the more we talk about it, the more we start to see that they're not real. Do you sort of get it? It's only a very small percentage of the problems that you face are actually real problems. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, in fear, it's like if what you fear does not directly result or link to like your survival, it's an illusion of fear. Do you sort of get it? So like if you fear you're never going to be good enough, if you fear you're and like don't get me wrong, like this is what all the fucking psychologists won't tell you. But like I have these exact same fears. Do you sort of get it? But it's the process of talking it through and overcoming it. That's psychology. Do you sort of get it? Understanding like what is a real fear, what is not a real fear. Understanding the illusions and the truth behind the illusions. Do you sort of get it? Like however you wanna put it is how you wanna put it. Do you sort of get it? So like just realize like if you have fears in life, which you will, we all have fears. Do you sort of get it? If you if you have negative emotions, like we all have negative emotions, like becoming whole in life is just realizing that you are the one who repairs yourself. So, should anything make you feel less than, it is you who can build yourself back up. Do you sort of get it? That's what makes you whole because whenever I feel less than, I just build myself back up. Does that sort of make sense? So, like, when we're understanding this, like, we're just understanding that, like, being whole in life, being healed in life does not mean that like I am now invulnerable to harm. I can be if I want to be, like because harm and hurt and pain only exist if I accept it. Do you sort of get it? It's like fear. Fear only exists if I allow fear to exist. If I choose not to allow fear to exist, it does not exist, no matter what happens. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I choose not to allow myself to fear my own mortality, mortality does not cause fear within me. Do you sort of get it? Like, if I see the truth beyond the illusion, so the illusion of mortality is death, but the truth beyond the illusion of mortality is that consciousness is a frequency, that consciousness is energy. That energy cannot die, it only dissipates. Do you sort of get it? But the illusion of mortality is that me as this individual dies at the end of my life. But the truth beyond it is, I am not this individual. This identity is just sort of like a costume that I wear to sort of coexist within life. Do you sort of get it? I am not my conscious thoughts. I am not my unconscious emotions. I am the one who controls it. Do you sort of get it? Like when we lift the veil above, or lift the veil from like the illusions, the veil of illusions, we realize that there is nothing about me that can die because who I identify as me does not exist. Do you sort of get it? It's a figment of my imagination. Do you sort of get it? That's the funny thing. So when we start introducing different levels of understanding into our psychology, we are able to elevate ourselves far, far above what the fucking poser academics say. Do you sort of get it? They're full of shit. Trust me. They don't put in as half of as much effort as they like to assume that they do, and they create echo chambers of information to self-validate their own ideas, their own beliefs, and their fucking stations and their titles and their positions. Don't fall for their illusions. Do you sort of get it? So now we're moving on to understanding beliefs, language, and our biochemical responses, because these are the ways in which we alter our mind. And it can be through altering our perception, it can be through altering our language. Well, basically, our language will sort of frame and structure our perception of life. Our beliefs will sort of fill our perception of life. So, what I believe to be true, what I believe to be right, what I believe to be good, what I believe to be, and like, what is the difference between a thought and a belief? A thought is something that, I've thought once or twice, but I've never acted on it. A belief is a thought I've thought repetitively and developed that synaptic pathway, and now I'm acting on it. Do you sort of get it? If I believe lying and cheating is wrong, right? If I think lying and cheating is wrong, I can think lying and cheating is wrong and still lie and cheat. If I believe lying and cheating is wrong, the only way for me to truly believe it is to act on it and to not lie and cheat. Do you sort of get it? And then when I get the results, okay, that I know for a fact lying and cheating is wrong, that becomes a truth because I have past experience to go off of. Do you sort of get it? So think about it like this. A thought is something I haven't acted on. A belief is something I am acting on. And a truth is something I have acted on and achieved. So I've got the results. Do you sort of get it? So when we understand this, we understand our language and our language patterns, okay, can influence our beliefs. So, our internal language is one of the most powerful ways to either positively or negatively influence our beliefs. Okay. Should I positively reinforce to myself that, I am a good person, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of respect, I do the right thing and all of this. So, you know what I mean? Life goes for me, not against me, all of this. Like, I am able to use that to shape my beliefs. And as my beliefs become stronger and stronger, I will start to naturally act on them. Do you sort of get it? So, should I want to create new beliefs, I am reinforcing new language patterns, positive or negative. Now, think about it like this. Like, if I do not choose to reinforce my beliefs or choose what beliefs I want to reinforce, naturally I will do this. Do you sort of get it? So just realize like this is just a natural process. It's not rocket surgery. Do you sort of get it? You do this unconsciously. When something happens and you start saying, like, for example, someone breaks up with you and you say, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, like you are negatively influencing yourself to hold a negative belief. Do you sort of get it? So, what we got to understand is that either I consciously become aware of the narratives and the language that I use, or I unconsciously will just do it. So oh, if life goes for me, everything goes my way, naturally I'm going to reinforce positive beliefs. If life goes against me, naturally I'm going to reinforce negative beliefs. Do you sort of get it? And we get all these adages, like for example, in Japan, there's a quote and it's the nail that sticks up the highest gets hit by the hammer. Do you sort of get it? That is a negative belief because that is the belief that non-conformity means you will be attacked. You will be the one that gets struck. You will be the one that's seen. Do you sort of get it? Like in a negative sense. So like it's very important because these sort of like quotes or I don't know what you'd call them, whatever they're called, but basically like these, and it's just a language pattern, but these language patterns will become self-fulfilling prophecies. Do you sort of get it? So like when I was younger, that is what I was led to believe. The nail that sits up the highest gets hit. The zebra that doesn't have stripes gets eaten. Do you sort of get it? You always want to be in the middle of the pack. Do you sort of get it? A wolf among sheep's clothing. Why? Because if you're seen as a wolf, the hunters will hunt you. Do you sort of get it? And all of that. So, for example, it was better to pretend to be weak, knowing that I was stronger than most people, or knowing that I was more competent and capable, because it allowed me to put people into a false sense of illusion. But people also didn't attack people they perceived to be weak, unless they're a predator. Do you sort of get it? Like, so it's very important to understand this because it's a very it's a very detrimental way to be because we create layers or chains that we assign to our identity of self, and we create layers over it, masks and things like that. So yeah, I used to be really, really good at wearing masks, at creating the illusions of who you thought I was, not who I was. Do you sort of get it? Of creating false perceptions so that you, like I would broadcast a false perceived weakness, and then should you use that weakness against me, I would feign and make out that it made me feel really insecure or really bad, even though it didn't. Do you sort of get it? So I used to for example, I used to make out that I was insecure about my appearance. So that people who would attack me would try and attack my appearance. Do you sort of get it? And things like that. I used to make the out that I was insecure about like sort of like I didn't like violence. I didn't like that conflict made me feel insecure or conflict made me feel fear. Conflict didn't. Do you sort of get it? Like the one place I feel like I would ever like and like to understand this is just to understand I have never felt like I belong anywhere in life. The one place I feel like I belong is in combat. Do you sort of get it? It's a funny thing because it fucks with my head all the time. Because like I don't know if you've ever existed in society in life feeling like you are not meant to be here. Like this is not what is conducive to who you are. Do you sort of get it? Like, so it's a really funny thing, but like the only place I've ever felt that I would ever be like at peace and happy is in combat, is in war. Do you sort of get it? But also, I have a competing feeling that who I would become in war, I would not like that person because I have the capacity of such evil in this life that should I ever give in to it, like who I become, I would not like to meet that person. Do you sort of get it? The anger, the rage, the like the sheer like viciousness, the cruelty. Do you sort of get it? Like that's the thing. When I was a teenager, when I was a young adult, I was a very cruel person. Do you sort of get it? Not to say I was intentionally cruel, but like if people did things to me that I didn't like, I would psychologically torment them. Do you sort of get it? Like I would be like physically cruel to them. Do you sort of get it? Because I had strength, because I had power, because I had competency. Do you sort of get it? Like it's very important to understand this because like many people don't understand like what I mean by like cruel. But like one thing I would do is I would make people like I would cause like instability within people's like emotional states by removing safety from the environment. And I would become highly volatile with my behaviors if people did things that I didn't like. One moment I'd be very calm, the next moment I'd be psychotically aggressive. Do you know what I mean? And I would fuck with their head. And like, the thing is like, depending on who it was and what they had done, would depend on how clearly I broadcast this. But I would just make people feel uneasy. And it wasn't over days, it was over weeks and months that I would do this. Do you sort of get it? To the point where I would make people question if I'm going to attack them or if I'm not. Do you sort of get it? Like, that's the thing. But I would never broadcast it. Do you sort of get it? Like, I would go to hit them, but I would never hit them. Do you know what I mean? I would always stop myself. Why? Because the fear of attack is more potent than being attacked. It fucks with your head more. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important to understand this because, like, when we get into psychological warfare and understanding psychology, like, the more I can make you question the stability of your internal thoughts and beliefs, the more I can control your mind. So when I make you question if I'm going to attack you physically or not, I now can control your mind and I can do things where I instigate that I'm going to do something, but then I don't do it. Do you sort of get it? And I get you to question your own mind, and that sort of shit fucks with your head. Do you sort of get it? Because now you're doubting yourself. It's very important to understand this because it's why I don't condone that sort of stuff anymore. Do you sort of get it? It's why I made a decision not to go down that path because I didn't like who I became down that path. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's very important. But what we're understanding is when we're trying to understand how to alter and shape our beliefs and all of this and how to create it, like, it's important for us to understand that, like, how, like, it all comes down to, like, analyzing, right? Like, and so, like, with my beliefs, it's like I have to analyze, like, my language and how that language makes me feel. Do you sort of get it? Because my beliefs are attached or are the link to my emotional states. If I believe I'm happy, I'm allowed to be happy. If I don't believe I'm happy, I'm not allowed to be happy. If I believe I'm sad, I'm allowed to be sad. If I don't believe I'm sad, I'm not allowed to be sad. Do you sort of get it? So how I believe things allows me or gives me permission to feel those things. Does this make sense? So, like, an important thing is, like, for example, if I allow myself to believe that people take advantage of me, okay, in situations, like, if it's true, if it's not true, it doesn't matter. Like, my belief will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Do you sort of get it? Because I will try and validate my belief and sort of not act on it, but I will try and validate my belief and sort of create this environment where I perceive people. Because just realize it's all perception. What I believe is just a perception based on the language that I use. So, should I say people are mean to me? Should I say people take advantage of me? Should I say people don't respect me or don't love me? Whatever it may be. Like, I will then look for and validate in others' behaviors or others' language that as being true. Do you sort of get it? So it's very important to understand this because the more we start to understand this, the more we start to understand the power of our language in shaping how we perceive the world around us or the situations that we're in and what I choose to believe. Okay. So, like, and choose to believe is the language I choose to use, the language I accept within myself. Do I accept myself saying that people take advantage of me? Or do I say that no one can take advantage of me? Does that make sense? Because, like, for example, if I don't believe people can take advantage of me or I don't accept people can take advantage of me, they can't. Do you sort of get it? Like, not to say that they can't, but it's like sort of if if I allow myself to see like someone like taking advantage of my kindness, like then like they can. But if I don't, then they can't. Do you sort of get it? Because like I'm not being kind to someone else for them. So how can they take advantage of it? I'm being kind to someone else for me. Do you sort of get it? So altering and shaping the perception and the perspective is vital to changing our perception of the outcomes that we receive. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if you try to take advantage of my kindness, I don't have to be kind to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I have to be nice to people like, because I'm not allowed to be mean. Do you sort of get it? It's I choose to be kind to you. But should you do something that, like, you disrespect that kindness, then I don't have to be kind. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be cruel, but I don't have to be kind. Do you sort of get it? I can become sort of disengaged. I can become, what would be the word? I don't know. But I become like ambiguous or oblivious. Basically, I become unbiased to you. I don't care if I'm kind. I don't care if I'm mean. Do you sort of get it? You're nothing to me. Does that sort of make sense? So like we just realize in life, like if I think that I have to be kind to uphold an image, other people can sort of take advantage of that kindness. If my kindness is a choice of how I want to like project myself or like exist within the environment and situations, should I perceive that my kindness is being disrespected, I remove my kindness. And in essence, I just remove myself from that situation. Do you sort of get it? So, like, how that might look is maybe in a work setting, maybe in a work situation or a social interaction, a social setting. Maybe I'm around friends and I'm nice and kind and positive and pleasant to them, and then they just talk shit about me. Do you know what I mean? Or they try and tear me down, or they treat me like I'm weak. Like, I don't have to promote strength and go there and like challenge them to a fight and all of this to try and prove myself. I can just go, whatever. And then I just stop being kind. Do you know what I mean? And like kindness is just like however you want to see it, there's many different ways to see kindness. It can be, saying nice things, it can be encouraging people, it can be, softening yourself for others, like however you want to see it. But it could just be that like I just don't engage. Do you know what I mean? Or I just give one word answers. So they say something to me. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Like I don't have to engage. Like so like think about it like this when you're creating your beliefs, like your beliefs are based upon like results or outcomes that you want to get in the environment. So like for example, me, I believe in being kind to people because like I like the feeling of being kind to people. Not to say that I like the feeling of being kind to people at the detriment of hurting people. Like I like the feeling of hurting people as well. It's just it's not the same. Do you sort of get it? Like it's sort of like eating eating a steak dinner and eating McDonald's. Like McDonald's tastes good, but it makes me feel like shit. Eating a steak dinner tastes good, you know what I mean? But it doesn't, so to speak, make me feel like shit. Do you sort of get it? So like to an extent, McDonald's is a self-destructive behavior. So like the difference between kindness and being, for example, cruel or mean to someone Like being cruel to mean to someone might feel good in the moment, but it's a self-destructive behavior because the reflection is however you treat other people is how you are going to treat yourself internally. And how you treat yourself internally is how you will treat other people. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, if I'm kind to myself internally and I disrespect myself, like, do you think I'm going to be kind to myself? Like, I'm going to tell myself not to be a piece of shit. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, like, if I'm kind to myself and then I call myself a bitch for being kind, like, fuck you, I'm not a bitch for being kind. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I'm kind to someone and they call me a bitch for being kind, like, fuck you, I don't have to be kind, motherfucker. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it's not to say that, like, because what we're trying to avoid, okay, is we're trying to avoid creating new, like, negative beliefs. So we're trying to avoid, like, creating a belief that people take advantage of my kindness. When people show me kindness isn't the approach they want, I cease being kind. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm always going to choose to be kind as my first decision, but like if that's the wrong decision, it's the wrong decision. Do you sort of get it? So an important thing to understand about this sort of activity or practice is like it's a mindfulness practice. Do you sort of get it? When I want to understand my beliefs, when I want to create new beliefs, when I want to create my and you think about it like we just think about it like the beliefs are just the actions that I'm taking or the decisions that I'm taking prior to knowing that the outcome will come. So like for example, if I'm kind to people, doesn't mean people are going to be kind to me. But if I'm kind to people enough or I'm kind enough for long enough in my life, I will find the people who are right for me and the people who are wrong for me. Do you sort of get it? So it's like, yeah, we're not like saying that just because I'm kind to people, people are going to be kind to me. Like just because I'm a good person doesn't mean people are going to be good to me. In the short term, it actually means quite the opposite. It means should I be a good person, a lot of narcissistic or egotistical people are going to find their way to me and see an easy target. Do you sort of get it? So, like, what we understand is that it's a mindfulness practice where I become mindful of how the environment sort of responds to it, and then I alter how I act within that environment. Do you sort of get it? So, like, it's not to say, like, I'm kind to people and then someone's mean to me, so I'm just a dick to everyone. No. Like, like how it works is like, should I be in a work setting and I be kind to people and then people sort of get me to do their work for them, you know, want me to pick up their slack so they don't have to do it. Like, when I realize that, then I'm still kind to people, but I put up a boundary. Do you sort of get it? Like, I use it to self regulate where I place my boundaries. Do you know what I mean? So, like, for example, with what I do, with entrepreneurship, with my business, like, I get told every day how people can help me. You know, they can get me leads, they can get me customers, they can get me this, they can get me that, they can get me hundreds of thousands of views, they can get me hundreds of thousands of followers. Like, and my boundaries are just like sort of we use this mindful practice to create like new beliefs, and like my belief is basically if they could they would. So I put the boundary as prove your word. Do you sort of get it? It's a funny thing because when you put that as your boundary, where like they have to do the work before you believe them, like 99.99% of people won't do the work. Do you sort of get it? Because they want to be paid before they do the work because they know that the work isn't going to get results. They know that they're not going to get results for the work that they do. Do you sort of get it? Because it's all just a scam. Because they're not competent and capable in what they do. Does that sort of make sense? So just realize when we're creating these like beliefs, like the purpose of it is to set our boundaries. Do you know what I mean? But we don't want to be creating negative beliefs. We want to be creating positive beliefs that empower us. Do you sort of get it? Like that empower us for the future. Like, does this sort of make sense? So like if I'm going through and I'm creating these negative beliefs that like people are just looking to use me in business and all of this, like I'm gonna turn down like a lot of opportunities that could have been good because I had a pessimistic or a negative outlook on other people in business, so to speak. Does that make sense? So I want to create a positive one that, like, for example, mine is that, like, no one can help me. I don't need other people. Like, I can do it on my own. I can figure it out on my own. If I need something, I'll figure it out. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't need someone else to, like, help me succeed. Do you sort of get it? And that just comes from an understanding that, like, all the times I seeked for other people to help me, no one was genuine about it. Do you sort of get it? Everyone told me what they thought I wanted to hear and just wanted money. Do you sort of get it? Didn't want to do the work. Do you sort of get it? People have this idea that they'll do 10 minutes of work and then they want an hour's pay. And it doesn't work like that. Like, that's not how it works. Do you sort of get it? Like, you got to do 10 hours pay before you get an hour's pay. Or you got to do 10 hours work before you get an hour's pay. That's just business. That's how it works. Do you sort of get it? So, like, you just realize however you want to create your perception or your beliefs, it's like you can create a disempowering belief that, like, people are all trying to use me and all of this, or you can create an empowering belief of I don't actually need help. Like I can figure it out on my own. Do you sort of get it? So one empowers you to not feel negative and to not feel like, do you know what I mean? I need people's help, but everyone's out to use me. It's just, I don't really need other people's help. What can they tell me that I can't figure out on my own? Do you sort of get it? Mm. And then you just create boundaries. Do you sort of get it? So, like, your boundaries become the barriers to enter your social circle, your thing. So, like, if people always take my weakness for or my kindness for weakness, or seek to take advantage of me for being kind, like the barrier to enter is like you have to not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be kind to you, and then I'm going to assess how you interact with me. And should you assume that my kindness is weakness, then I'm going to just like put my boundary up. Do you sort of get it? And then you don't get a chance. Do you sort of get it? Like, however you want to do it. But this is the next stage when we've decided who we are, how we become our ideal self. And a lot of it has to do with letting go to the old environments, to the old beliefs. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's pretty important that you realize, like, becoming self-reliant is very important in becoming your ideal self, because only those who benefit from you becoming your ideal self will want to be around you. All others will let you go to you. Do you sort of get it? They won't want to be around you. So then you've got to ask yourself and create boundaries of, are the people who want me to be my ideal self doing it because they want the best for me, or are they doing it because they want something out of it? They want something from me. Does that sort of make sense? Because, like, you don't want to have snakes, so to speak, in your circle that are just looking to drain you of your resources. Do you sort of get it? Very important to understand. All right, well, that finishes off this one for today, but I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.